Because I kindly come inside, if you are standing in the hall, take your seats. Protocol, kindly decongest people at the door. Obedient movement coordinators, kindly take your seats.
What's that for? See you bathroom. What's the
I'm not very fond of Dr. Sandy. Like that, because Brazilian movement is coming. Come on, remember, I can see you. Send this decongest people at the door. Let our protocol lead them to the seats. Just waiting for Dr. Sani to come and open for prayers. Any senior capacity are here, kindly come forward and open for prayers. Any senior member of the Ecclesia movement, kindly come forward and open for us in prayer. Protocol, kindly lead our guests to their seats. Don't let them stand. Don't keep them standing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's going to lead us in prayers.
Salwan lebih dari orang asing berhasil melakukan serius kalau mencari hal cuma wajah kita selalu bukan kita bisa اللهم افتحنا ابواب الخير واغلقنا ابواب الشر اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Good morning. We are going forward with the national anthem.
This very sound. 1, 2, go.
Oh, sir. You should be good. There you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We want to welcome every member of the Freedom Movement family. We want to especially welcome our national and global coordinator, Dr. Tanko Yunusa. We also, let's celebrate that. This man is a fantastic man. He is the one that is coordinating these events and bringing our brothers together. So just like our national anthem says, that with peace and plenty we can build a great nation. We also welcome the presence of Dr. Sally. I saw him quite a while ago. Yes, that's the name of my leader here. Yes, you're speaking, but I know I don't know. Let's also welcome one of the top leaders of the competence movement. I think Professor Network. Okay. Honorable Shahid Abubakar. We want to welcome our indefatigable obedient movement state coordinators from all over the 36 states and the federal capital territory, Abuja. We want to welcome our stakeholders of the obedient movement, the Kwakwansia movement, the NDC party that we all have come to identify with as our platform for a new and a better Nigeria. And like we say in the obedient movement, a new Nigeria is possible. A new Nigeria is possible. Okay, so I want to also welcome our great aspirants, both from the Concordia movement and the Obedient family, and those that really people don't even have any affiliation yet with either movement. We welcome all of you. We appreciate all of you. You are great and fantastic because you are the ones that are saying we will challenge status quo. We will change this rate of the body politic by this present government. We will end bad leadership. We will happen to Nigeria in a positive way, and never again will our oppressors find space to operate. I think we should celebrate that too. Okay. We also want to welcome members of the Global Council of the Obedient Movement, the national executives, directors of operations, directors of mobilizations, and I was saying, Congressman Dr. a while ago, heads of directorates of the Obedient Movement. We really want to welcome you. And kindly help our brothers and our leaders that are standing over there to a very comfortable seat. Kindly help them to a comfortable seat. Our protocol, let them stand now. Thank you.
No, how about
And
the leg for the tripod?
aspirant here, we welcome you. Governorship aspirant. Wow, fantastic. The next Nigerian leaders. These are there. These are there. Let's celebrate them. Okay. If you know you are a senatorial aspirant,
The backside.
let's celebrate you too.
Yes. You can cross with me.
Okay. If you are contesting for the House of Representatives, let's celebrate you too. Thank you. If you know you are contesting for the House of Assembly in any of the state constituencies in Nigeria, let's see you. Thank you. Thank you. Please let me get the name of the leaders of our congress here. Myself, I think I need you here. Kindly be able to us. Just put in a list of our special guests there now. Let's particularly welcome the man who will represent His Excellency Senator Rabi Kwabanso in this August occasion, Honorable Asiwaju Moshood Shitu. Let's celebrate it with a clap. Let's celebrate it with a clap. Welcome, Honorable Shitu. I know you need a Kwakwansia network. Is that network against us? He's the leader of the Kwakwanso National Network. Let's celebrate him again. Fantastic leader. Fantastic leader. Thank you very much. Then, let's welcome one of great speakers who will be talking today and also who will be part of the panel discussion session. Aja or what definition will you use? Okay, Aja Rukaya Yusuf, Chairperson Kaduna Kwapasia Kalabi Saito. Have I said that properly? Thank you. Let's celebrate. She's a woman. Fantastic inspiration. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as special guests arrive, we will introduce them accordingly. Mr. Adshaiba, I need you to do a special presentation. Let's get going. Thank you. Be relaxed. Things are about to get exciting. I tell you the truth. Aisha, can you come over? Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Hi.
Thank you. Thank you. My album, South Africans.
Ready?
South Africans. Good morning.
Você não.
How do you
Não, não, só.
How do
Como não? Você não pode ser. Diba. Pergi como de calma.
hello, hello, my people. How do you do? How do you do? Some morning, peace and love for me. We to reach the promised land. Oh, peace and love for my friend. Oh, good morning, Africans. Good morning, my people. How do you do? How do you do? Hello, Africans. Hello, my people. How do you do? Tell me how do you do? How do you do? See, like my brother, you be my sister, you be my neighbor, one big family. Oh, why we don't fight each other? Tell me why we don't kill each other? Tell me, in Africa. No one in Africa. I feel like speaking the whole language in Africa. No one in Africa. Oh, listen. Love got no religion. Love got no culture. Love got no boundary. Oh, love got no power. Africans. Hello, people. How do you do? So we how do you do? Good morning, Africans. Good morning, my people. How do you do? So we how do you do? We know peace, baby. We know we know peace and Libya. We know peace in Liberia. We know love in Nigeria. God's always looking for Africa. Hello, Nigeria. How do you do? Thank you. Thank you. How do you do?
Thank you, Aishada. We also recognize the presence of Honorable Ambassador Abdul Lee, who is the Deputy National Publicity Secretary and spokesperson of the Nigeria Democratic Party, and he is representing our national leader, His Excellency Seriaki Dixon. Let's celebrate him.
Inside bag. Yeah. Mula na tayo bag.
We also welcome Chief OAU Oyema, Esquire, Senatorial Aspirant, Enugu West, Senatorial Zone. Is around. We also welcome Honorable Ike Chukwu Ezo, PhD, former lead, woman in that Enugu State House of Assembly. And it's the House of Assembly, the House of Representative Aspirants in the Igbo North and Benue Federal Constituency. We also
Okay,
we also recognize the presence of Chief Collins Onoha, the Deputy National Leader of the Prophetia Movement, and also immediate past Senatorial and Zonal Chairman of the New Nigerian People's Party in the Southeast. We recognize the presence of Dr. Kingsley Ajibe. Before we bring in the next one, Nigeria belongs to all of us. Yes. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nobody should gaslight any part of this country. Nobody, I repeat, should gaslight any part of this country. As long as we determine for the name safe, we grow up in an area where an Igbo man who is a Christian will take his chicken and give it to a Hausa man to slaughter. He doesn't know what the Hausa man is saying about the Muslim. And the Hausa man does not know what the Igbo man or the Igbo man will do. She will still carry the chicken and enter her bedroom and cook some such meal. When she cooks some such, all of us will come out and celebrate this child by Sunday. That is a Nigeria that we want to back. So please join us in this struggle. By the time we finish this particular meeting, it is expected that all of you should go back to your nucleus. Election is not won on social media. Yeah. Election is not won on social media. It is physical. You start from your family. If you don't have your family, if you are 5 of them, if you don't win 3 out of them, then you know that there's a problem. Yeah. Go back to your villages. Go back to your school unit. Do a cell group. Every polling unit has 500 people. Only 500. Make sure you get 200 of them. At the end of the month, you have more than 17 million or 20 million people voting for the Obi and His Excellency What else do you need? So it's time for you to go back. Go and do. Let us get Nigeria back to the Nigerian people. I thank you very much for listening. Let's. Oh, okay. Please. This is one of our scorecards that we have last year. These are scorecards before we bring in our speak. Please get ready. The Director is here. Professor Sam Omadi is here. And Lukaya is also here. Thank you very much. Please, in the next few minutes, we will just okay. I think thank you very much for the speaking to you. Your Excellency,
And I have a stand up on inviting you to the track. And I'm going to give out and here of our women and the working very at least a little bit of things like that. You have a problem, you don't want to get it. Can I have opportunity of inviting Professor Sam and having please with our representative? Also, the solution of inviting the Professor lady is I have been going on to that. Please, the PRO of the AF very close to the high school. I will still fight with plenty. Thank you very much. I would like to thank you for the sad stuff. And we are please, please, register. Please, we need that place, please. Yes, sir. This legislative NPC, people at the back, please keep calm and keep quiet. We're about to start one house here. Please calm yourself down and keep quiet, please. Uba Galatima is with the mic now.
Since we all have one for place. It was great. As I'm sorry. You need to be just working.
Yeah, this is people got.
Just so here. My second interested for it, which I think that is positioning electoral victory and national. Ladies and gentlemen, aspirants, platform, the NDC. I want to start this topic by asking a question first. Please, don't set the bar. Don't set the bar. It's time to think one meeting. I was going to ask how many electoral constituencies in the FCT? Does anybody have an idea? Electoral constituencies for the general election in the FCT. Nobody is volunteering to answer this question. I think I would attempt to do it. We have one senatorial seat and two federal constituencies in the FCT. One comprises of Ahmad and Buhari. The southern one comprises of
Babalada, Abaji, Oje, which other local government? Kwali. Now, the point that I'm trying to make is that I learned as of today that there are about 4 aspirants vying for the Senate. I don't know the number may increase before tomorrow or next tomorrow. And there are 17 aspirants vying for 1 federal constituency of Amak and Wari. Now, the question is, how many is NBC allowed to fail in Amak Wari federal constituency? Only 1. So, out of 17, there will only be 1. It means 16 will be dropped or out of the race. So may I ask also, what do we expect the 16 that are not on the ballot to do? I'm saying this because you as aspirants have to do justice to yourself. And the party is faced with a Herculean task. What's that task? The entire electoral act was skewed to frustrate the opposition political parties. All of it. In fact, I dare say that the government of APC and the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a committee, long time before the bill was taken to the National Assembly, to fashion an electoral act that would only be to the advantage of the APC. That was what they had done. And proved simply here by saying that by the time the National Assembly deliberated and finalized on the draft electoral bill, within an hour, the president was reading the bill. Did he study that bill? So it means they have already a prepared bill before him. It was only waiting for what the National Assembly will do and he will assign. Now, what were the contents of that bill? One of them, which concerns this summit, is that you can only generate candidates through 2 ways. That is, through consensus or through direct primaries. And I'm in a position to talk on this because I am a victim. Maybe before I finish, I will launch in Paris and come out, completely clean. It's not possible because not that we cannot organize ourselves. What the APC wanted to do, when we go into the issue of direct primaries, they will send the facts as they had done in Cairo in 2011, where 3 people were killed and about 57 people were hospitalized on that day. That was what led to going to court, and that was how I was fined as National Secretary of the party 150 million naira. So, now, you as aspirants,
This,
will you have
that's,
patience
that is where
and
about
accept
when
the verdict of the party when we do a consensus? You can only answer that question to yourself. Is it good for the country, for us, to accept the position of the party such that the party becomes on a ballot and represented by a candidate, or we go to court and start wahala among ourselves and the party ends up without a candidate? Now, I also know as a fact that a lot of you seated here, were also sponsored by the APC or some other parties. And what you are supposed to do for them is to say, I know agree, I know agree, I know agree, and then the NDC does not feel the agenda. Would that be fair to the people of Nigeria? You see this card? This card belongs to an individual. And he met a friend of mine in the bank yesterday. He went to pay for an expression of interest for the presidential slot in the NDC. Maybe he's here, I don't know him. And that, my friend, they drew in the conversation. He was talking to somebody that he wants to pay for the expression of interest, that for the president on the ticket of the NDC. He said, we will teach them lesson that once we get the form to run, they either settle me at my own price or we invite the government to assist us, the Baru everything. That is for the presidency. I have his name and telephone here on this card that I've just shown you. So even if that is being done for the presidential slot on NDC platform, I also have on authority. Is there anybody from Delta here?
Yes,
Raise your hands.
yes, we're here.
Okay. You have a problem coming to you. We have an agent of the governor of Delta State. His advisor came into the NDC and bought 5 slots for certain constituencies in Delta. Do you remember Delta in the 2023 election? Over 100 billion naira of Delta's people's money was spent on campaign. So now, maybe there are certain key constituencies that they want to buy expression of interest and nomination forms for, such that either your candidate emerges from those constituencies, or that they spend a lot of money in order to emerge candidates and just go home and sleep, such that we lose those constituencies. If we have this evidence for the presidential slot, and we have this evidence from Delta, what guarantee do we have that that is not also happening in other states of the population? So, you may ask, why is this man talking about all this? I have an interest. And people tell people that I'm over 75. I have no business in standing before you and talking to you about these issues. I shouldn't be in the trenches now with you. But I have children, I have grandchildren, and if there are not enough foot soldiers with the knowledge to fight what is bad, maybe some of us who are born must take the AK and fight for wealth for a better Nigeria. Now, having had this, I said there are 17 aspirants in the Federal House of Representatives in Amako and Wari. Only one man will carry the flag of the NDC during the elections. I want to plead with you all of you, I want to take with you and tell you the bitter truth. This party, if there are officers of this party, they should know that they cannot afford to do direct primaries. It's not possible. If we attempt it, the MDC will end up without candidates for election. So we have to give and take. As I speak to you now, MDC is the most strongest political platform that can successfully challenge the APC and root it out of government. So all of us promise ourselves that it's not an issue of either it is me or nobody. The party cannot afford to do primaries because they will send the people to the Baru everything that we end up. So it is better for us to maintain unity, to maintain loyalty to the party and to the decision of the elders of this party or the various stakeholders of all our constituencies. That whoever emerges as a candidate for any constituency in this country, that you will all support that person to succeed. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you ready to make sacrifice? Unless you do that, or unless you are not being sent by the APC, then it means we are on the right steps. But I know that if we are sent by the APC to go and say, no, I don't believe, there is nothing we can do to persuade you if you don't get what you want to get the fighting of the party. Because I have been in this business for the last 48 years. From 1978 to date, I'm doing the same thing. National Youth Leader of the FPL, National Financial Secretary of the NRC, National Secretary of the Congress for Progressive Change. I should know. And I attended 1987 Constituent Assembly, 1994 Constitutional Conference, 2014 National Conference to fashion a constitution for Nigeria. So I'm in a position to know all the nuances, all the dots in all these matters. Gentlemen and ladies, or ladies and gentlemen, as we want to make body. I want to see who wants the people's government to continue. No, please, don't feel ashamed. It's your democracy we are talking about. Is there anybody here? No. So if you don't want to Tinubu's government to continue, even if the party sticks, because Tinubu has destroyed democracy, what he has just done by these ways of generating candidates, he thought he's stifling the opposition because he thought that they are in government in 36 states of the federation. Don't mind the other ones, for they are all supporting, even Abia, Anambra, Bauchi, or Ibadan. Secretly, they tell people that, sir, just allow us to get our piece of the cake at home. We will support you. Is that not what they are saying? So if they are all 36 governors or 36 states, including the emperor here in Abuja, are all supporting you, why are you afraid of an election? Please. Why? 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 I can't understand. We have commissioned a poll by some international companies. One of the results of the poll said that Tinubu will score 18%, if the elections were done on that day. And the other one that was so generous to him, he will score 22% as at that time. And I believe that the graph of the popularity of APC and its government is slightly going up. So they will have no chance at all to win any election. The only chance they have is by using you to facilitate chaos in your own political parties in such a way that they can write figures and announce themselves. Can we agree to this? No! Let me tell you, there is no justice in Nigeria. Carry that behind your head. No justice. When there is no justice, there will be no peace. I want to say that we can only do justice to ourselves. And we have to force that justice. You know how they manipulate the courts. You know how they manipulate the security. Thank God that now there will be a division even within the security. Now that the man who is helping him to arrest and jail people, his own powers have been cut by 99.9%. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want the topic says positioning the opposition towards electoral victory and national unity. Some opposition figures or opposition political parties do not understand. The coming of the NDC has brought a relief. An NDC has brought a relief to the NDC. They do not understand. If not for the coming of the NDC, the ADC would have been a history by now. And there will still be a history. But the message I want to pass to them is that we are not each other's enemy in the opposition. We should be complementary. And that we should be in a position that 1 week or 2 days to election, that the opposition parties should look at themselves honestly in the mirror and say, no, Tinubu must go. Tinubu must go. And that Mr. A for Party B is in a better position to win this election. Let's all come together and throw the APC government out of the window. So if we dissipate our energies in fighting ourselves, and you know, if people are fighting you, everybody is fighting you, it means they believe that you are strong. If NDC is not strong, they would not be fighting the NDC. All of them, they are dissipating their energy. Instead of fighting the APC, they are fighting the NDC. I can't understand why. I can't understand. That shows you that the NDC is in the forefront of the opposition. And that the others have no chance. And that people should know that the judiciary is still holding the sword of the battle on the heads of other political parties. We are clean, newborn baby, without blaming, without that, without any. That is why we are the only political party that even without saying anything, we have settled for who will carry our banner at the highest level during the 2027 election. We should hang on to this. And it is a message to all of you aspirants at various levels of electoral contest that we must behave like what Peter Obi and Senator Rabiu Musa Konkoso are doing. They had agreed to work with each other and accept idiots like this postcard I showed you come to destabilize us. We will have a seamless convention where in a place like this room, we will declare our president and vice presidential candidate, and on the 1st of June, we will be on the campaign trail. I want to say, without fear, that INEC can never do this to us. Maybe other commission members of INEC, definitely Professor Ogubitan, that I thought was taken to make Okija Shrine to swear that they will declare Tinubu, can never do justice to you and me. So we must force him and do justice to ourselves. It's the only way. You know one thing. Me when they talk big here, I'm afraid to die. Oh. Before I'm afraid. But now at this age, people say my last. How many months or years remain for me? So if anybody knows that if he cheats or if he does injustice, he will have something to lose. He will be careful in doing what he wants to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing that can stop this movement from forming the next government, it is only ourselves, members of the NDC, that can stop ourselves. It is better that all the 17 federal aspirants in Amagwari, among themselves, they produce one person. And all of us work for the victory of this party. And we have Peter Obi and Konkoso as president and vice president. All things will be taken care of by the federal government of Nigeria. So why do we lose all? All they can give you is a breakfast ticket. Once you finish what they want you to do, by lunch, they will off their phones and you will never see them until 4 years. Those guys there. So we have to be careful in people instigating us to fight our party. Ladies and gentlemen, this I've said much. There is a professor waiting to go. Yeah, I go night school. I thank God that the organizers wanted me to speak fast. Because if you are now a professor to speak, you will not listen to me. I have given some messages which ought to be registered in the minds of all our aspirants. The task ahead is not small. And I tell you that INEC cannot do justice to us. Unity of purpose within the NDC is where to go. And I can tell you why INEC cannot do justice. The official campaigns are supposed to start October. Official campaign according to the Electoral Act. But APC had been campaigning since the second day Bola Tinubu became president. And nobody in INEC has got the liver to tell him that it is not campaign period. So, what is good for the goose is also good for the government. We should also start. Why I don't want us to start early is that the opposition does not run a marathon race because you will get tired before the day comes. So you do 100-meter sprint. Once you start, you have the energy to finish up. That's why we were delaying. But now that by the 30th of this month, we will have all our candidates in place. It is between us and them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Remember, we are also going to have shortly Dr. Sam Amagi, a policy strategist, a law and governance expert, and director of Abuja School of Social and Political Thoughts. Before he comes, I also want to use this singular opportunity to welcome one great political activist, a social change agent, a co-founder of the Bring Back Our Girls in Nigeria, our dear sister and leader, and the senator soon to be, Comrade Aisha Yusuf. Also, in another 20 minutes, just before our professor and our Dr. Sam Amadi comes on the podium, all of us are all stakeholders, aspirants, leaders of thoughts, party members that listen to this fantastic training session of our great leader, Engineer Abubakar Adima. You will have some questions because for the next 20 minutes, there will be interactive sessions. You want to know more about what he has been talking about. So the interactive session floor is open. You want to ask questions. Yes. For the next 20 minutes. If you pass 20 minutes, you don't stop. Okay, people's hands are up. Okay, sir, you introduce yourself. Okay, our national leader said we should disrupt the program and allow the trainings all run concurrently first before the general interactive session and panel discussion session. Thank you very much. Introducing Dr. Sam Amadi. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Don't allow my mother to see you. He's, I think it was a wife who says professor of politics. So this is the professor of politics. So I don't know about us for into the public for government. I think I've gone for long. He has been very consistent. You can see how he looks very lean and fit and trim. That's how he looks. That's consistent, just like Tanko is. Thank you so much. I think I'll build on his message. First, I agree with you that INEC is biased. There's no basis to compress primaries at this point when campaign will still take a long time to. So what's the rationale of forcing parties to finish their primaries by May, even when they have up to that many months to begin campaign? So what would they be doing? So I think it was an error. It's a grievous error. I support that INEC should have extended the period for primaries. That would enable the parties to be properly grounded. But it's what it is. And I think the parties do well to overcome that challenge of time. I'll make 3 key points. The first relates to what it means to be a member of a movement. The bigger movement, the Caucasian movement, and now the OK movement. A movement suggests a direction. A direction in politics is often symbolized in a person. It doesn't mean that that person is perfect. It means that that person represents the core values of the direction or embodies his ways of performance or profile where we want to get to. Since 2022, I told the during election, the Biden movement has been constructed around the mission and the person of Mr. Peter Obi. And the reason is not materialistic or just flimsy. The reason is that all significant change in history happens when an idea crystallizes and embodied by a group of people. So whether it's China, since 1978 under Deng was a member of the Communist Party. He's an old brigade. But when Mao died, and the Gang of Four ruled briefly, Deng took over. But Deng was a man, even though he's on the old order, his heartbeat is for the new order. He had an idea of structural and systematic disruption. And that's why China made the call. So some of us who identify Mr. Peter as a rallying point or the anchor, and I'll come to Dr. Senator Reverend later, it's because even though he belongs to the protest ambition, the government, right? So obviously it's not as a newcomer like me or you.
That's how
But
شفت انا
we rarely see that he is the one whose pedigree can help us disrupt and reconstruct. Why I'm saying this therefore is that building on what Banga said, a member of the movement is strategic. And what I mean is that your first commitment is to achieve the cardinal mission of the movement. In this case, to get this team elected. Is that clear? You are not a good member of the movement if your primary objective is to get yourself elected. It's a movement. It's a vision of Nigeria. And all this, in Japan, in Korea, with Japan, people came around, ran around, and they knew that if he gets there, he will change the country. That's how it works. Get there for this work, and that's how it will work. So my first message is that if you want to win and achieve a vision, first, be very clear. The first central mission is to elect these two into office. Then your second mission is perhaps to get yourself elected together with them. You will be failing if you succeed in B and miss in A. You will fail. The movement succeeds when the people who symbolize them are elected. The second point that flows from this is that that's the reason why we are all here together for a better Nigeria. In 2007, when President Adua won the election, and Mr. Otomaniba was the secretary, and Alhaji Dr. former Senator, former what's his name, someone of PDP, Ahmad Ali was chairman. I was part of the group of six for them, the first ever, the only one, summit of elected candidates elected from House of Reps. The French was there, and Jonathan was there. Ambassador was there. And the key point for that summit is that to be elected is one thing. To know what to do is a different thing. The problem has always been that people smartly get themselves elected but don't know what to do to achieve that objective. And I spoke with our leaders, great man. I think the groups this party has a warrant who is tested in the militancy, in the environmental, in the human rights struggle in the Nile Delta. Which I was a key member as well as the people from Kent and the Union. So I can attest to this understanding of strategy of warfare. And for the party, he had told me that this party needs to be trained. So that when they win, when it's won, when we win election, we will govern well. And I think that's the point that this summit is all about. is that it's a privilege to have the ticket to go to the party. But more important is that it's an opportunity to advance the values and goals of the party. We should learn from history. The collapse of PDP, so to say, is not because it's made up of violence and demons. It was because the party was carried away by the euphoria of his power. And they forget that there's a fundamental compact with the Nigerian people that ultimately the people will judge whether the party has delivered for them. I remember how I struggled after PDP lost election in 2015. I told them, everybody, I said, start rebuilding, reconnect back to the people. Today, they are still in the post of power and office, and the disarray continues. Because it is opportunity of that failure to rebuild and recreate commitment back to the people. And so this party's vision of service to the people would not make any sense if we, the people who want to go and aspire and use the momentum, but so rather than member of company now saying people from the APC, yes, that's a momentum, everyone has momentum. But the question is, what will we use that momentum to achieve? So my message this morning is that the party has agreed, and I hope they will do that, to put all of you into a crash program. As we take the ticket within the couple of days, you will be subjected to continuous education. Maybe 2-3 hours in a week, you go online and you will be taught some of the crises of development. If you go to this assembly, you will be taught how you can work to generate laws that can change some of this problem. The leaders assure me that leaders will play a role to help prepare the curriculum to make sure that before you win the election, you have got much more updated. You are all smart people with PhDs and some of you are professors of engineering. But then there will be some training so that not just running, the NDC will achieve the mission of saving this country. And never, let's not forget, Nigerian voters are always flexible. They turn around. If they like to, they don't perform, they swing wherever. So all of us have a privilege of continuous anointing to be in office. Every anointing expires 4 years. If you fail, the anointing is disappear. And you look for somebody else to anoint. You're not carrying an entire anointing. You fail, the spirit will leave you. The final point I would like to make is politics is the art of the possible. What that means is not the science of the possible. What is possible is that empirically established. In 2023, I was going to go for governor. Tango was here. When he treated me, he treated me. He said, oh, Oga said, please step down. I said, are you sure I said this? He said, yes. I tried to come again before I was going to. But because I complained, when I started the national conscious party, he was one of the leaders and he took over and I said, thank you, that my comrade. This guy will not win. He doesn't have the capacity. He doesn't offer himself. All this so-called capacity, bring in Nigeria, has only so security. You can't even compare the military. Everything I said was true. But I said, if you say, okay, I will. They failed. Now, why is that so? You see, leadership controls. Many of you will be asked to maybe step down from another person. I will encourage you to step down. Elections 4 years is not a vanity. Biden has been a senator for 40-something years. But he was vice president to a young boy who has been a senator for less than 4 years. And he accepted to be vice president. I was one of the most loyal vice presidents. After he was supposed to run for president. They said, don't run. Allow the Clintons to run. The Clintons were and friends. Then he ran. The leader said, come on, they endorsed him. He ran, he went to until we got on. He did what we agreed. That's how an organized system works. We can't all run at the same time. You can't all run at the same time. Some will run first, some will come later. But those who come later, we have a more glorious career than those who run first. So I know it's difficult. I know all of us have opportunities there. You have to take it as a say. But don't forget, every movement survives on the basis of loyalty to a cause, symbolized by a person, and willingness to see a bigger picture. There's always a bigger picture. The office is not as big, something's bigger than it. So we want us to all aspire with the movement, accept rules, accept fairness. When the article is looking for you, accept the article. And the final point I make is this before I see that. I think that we are at a threshold of history. We can make history. There is something fantastic about the so obedient movement. And I tell you what it is. I have studied the development of countries in the world. I've read development economics, I've read political theory. I can conclude on a few things. One of the most fundamental things is in a multi-ethnic, multiracial society, you can't attempt development without a bad political coalition. This coalition is beyond electing the door to office. This coalition can be the beginning of undoing all the problems, misunderstanding, wrong beliefs of ourselves. It can be the beginning of another golden age when the handshake across the divide can be cemented. May we not lose this opportunity. I'm happy to see people like this in the purpose here. There should be intermarriage. There should be ministry. We can be one. Recreate the Nigeria that the leaders are. And then the end my people. There's more that keep us together than divided. Our divisions are arbitrary and natural. Our togetherness and oneness is more natural. Can you imagine? Is that was anything distinguished between me and my other? We had series of meetings before this day. Each of those meetings in my office, sickness, no disagreement, no dissonance, no presumption, nothing like this is a Western movement. It was as if people of the Lord, we are meeting and we agreed not one item was. I used to teach at rest of the stories. One of them, my class, one of them, my best candidates, my best friend, one was the woman. She always come to my office after every class, and she gives me the correct information. And after that, she will stay in my office and pray. After praying, she will come to the table, we eat and discuss. As Hajia, she said, every guidance she gave me was I became successful. So that's a natural thing that we are together and divided. Let this movement be the best of a new Nigeria. Where we will not be divided against or divided again. Together, new people can make Nigeria great again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You can tell when you see a man that is a ripper. You can see smooth delivery. And at this time, I'm going to quickly call on our dear political activist and social change agent, Comrade Aisha Yusuf, to give us that one lecture. Please celebrate this woman. Celebrate this woman. Thank you. Thank you.
Have we stayed in morning or is it afternoon? Both. Both. Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't know whether there was any protocol that was established, but since I'm entering the political space, I think I need to start recognizing those protocols, right? So let me stand on existing protocols. Even if they say it's a Nigerian English, it's not something, that's universally accepted. But just to say to everyone, I've been given a topic that I really don't know why they give me that topic. Maybe there's a reason by the time I'm through with it. They thought I should talk about leadership quality and also loyalty. Let me start with quality. We always hear about the 3 C's: competence, character, and what? At the end of the day, one of the things that we all here have to ask ourselves, and I'm glad, Professor Amadi, oh, because Dr. Amadi, that's why you prefer, right? Yes. Has, talked about some of them in terms of the fact, how do we look at ourselves? And what do we see? It is one thing to have an opportunity to run for office. It's also another thing to be prepared to run for office. We must be better than the people that we want to change or remove or whatever the term is. At every time, it's not just about the passion. It's also about what is it that you're bringing to the table for this country, that at the end of the day, the country will be better off just because you were there. I always say that I hold myself to higher standards than I hold anybody. If I'm going to hold you to 10%, I'm going to do 100. And if I'm holding you to 100%, if I'm not doing 1,000%, then it's not worth it. And I think every one of us, those are the questions we must ask ourselves. There are moments in someone's life that you sit down, not in the outside, not where anybody is, but you're alone with yourself. And you say to yourself, am I able? One of the things that I see a lot of us miss is how people-centric. Service. I'm glad the slogan of our party is what? Service. If you're not serving the people, what are you doing? Service is not about being performative. It is about you alone with that man who is a security man and you're going past and you're treating him like a human being. That's you serving that person. It's not about you lording it over. Oh, I occupy this place. Oh, I'm this weak. Do you know who I am? No, I don't know who you are. Did your parents tell you who you are? Do you know this or do you know that? No. When people see you, what do they take away? How do you make them feel? That's what service is all about. And if you've not imbibed that particular quality, then I think it's important for that to be the beginning of how you say to yourself, how do I serve? And I know I will come to loyalty. I see a lot of people who have this respect to office, respect to position, respect to authority, but they never respect people who are lower than them. I always say to people, you see that gate man, or whatever, security personnel, or whatever it is, I will tell him good morning, sir, a million times. The one that is sitting at the top and feeling this thing, probably wouldn't. You're going to fight someone else, tell people, I don't fight people, anybody below me. I'll fight you, you day up. That one that you see as on church. But you see what a lot of us do, a lot of people do, they oppress. The same person that will not have the guts or the temerity to stand and talk to the people who are above there, they oppress the people below just because they have the power. That's not leadership quality. Empathy. It's a quality that every one of us must survive. And I've always said, is someone's phone ringing? And I always say, if you cannot have empathy, what then do you have? Unfortunately for us in this country, empathy has become something that is extremely expensive.
Oh, that's your seat.
People don't feel it. Something has happened. Oh, now then. You know the phrase I hate most in Nigeria? is when I hear people say, I never thought Nigeria will happen to me. It shows one thing, lack of empathy. Because when it happens to another person, you should take it as that's something that has happened to you. And you will stand and speak up and be there and not just wait it until it happens to you before you go put up your mouth and say something. And as a leader, if you don't have empathy, you have nothing. Because it is through empathy that you will feel the pains of others and you will want to lift them. It's not enough that you can buy solar, gen, everything and have 24/7 electricity. As long as your neighbor does not have 24/7 electricity, we all don't have 24/7 electricity. As long as your neighbor cannot feed, we all cannot feed. As long as there are children outside who cannot attend school, all our children are not in schools. And one of the greatest injustices in this country is that access to good quality education is dependent on the economic status of one's family. If you're rich, if your parents are rich, you will have good quality education. If your parents are not rich, you will not have good quality education. No matter how brilliant you are, I have a sister who teaches in what do you call it, government school. I'm not going to mention the name of the state. And every day she cries. You find children who are students, rather, they are not students, who are in SS1, SS2. They cannot read simple sentence. She has had to sometimes, she starts from the beginning, she leaves the curriculum and she takes them from the beginning. How do you do that to citizens? Primary and secondary education is for the benefit of the nation. That is why you must provide free, good quality primary and secondary education. Because when a nation is educated, then the country can have development. Even the politics, I always say that democracy without education is a disaster. Because a professor of politics or of law will vote, and someone who has never been to school, has never been given opportunity, will cancel that vote. And that's why we are here. We have reached a place where deliberately the educational system was sabotaged so that some people can continue to rule, not lead. That's not a quality of a leader. Quality of a leader would mean that everybody will be given opportunity for them to try, give them enabling opportunity. Today we pay the price. When we sent our children abroad, they've gone to Ivy League schools. They've gone to the best of schools. Guess what? When we come back here, those children who were not given opportunity to be in school will not allow them to live peacefully in their own country. And that's why today, our children are roaming all over the world looking for a place they can get citizenship. We have deliberately made our children stateless. That's all we did. Because we do not realize that in denying that education to others, we also denied ourselves and our children. And there's something I would like to say to every one of us here. That the education that we have is not for us alone. It's also for millions of others who didn't have the opportunity to be educated. So when you have an opportunity to be a voice, be one. When you have an opportunity to lead very well, because there are so many people who are dependent on you to be there for them. Another leadership quality, confidence. It's very important. If you have to lead people, you have to ensure that you yourself, you're showing confidence and you're standing and you're also a rugged fighter and you're not giving up. And we've seen examples from our leaders, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, and also His Excellency Madam Musa Kompas. We've seen them, they're dogged. And I must say to you, sir, Madam Buba Galadib, thank you for always being there. Thank you for being a voice. Thank you for speaking. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes you look as if you're mad when you're speaking. They have those voices. And sometimes, yeah, we all make mistakes. And sometimes, yeah, people wouldn't understand what you're saying. But steadfastness is very important. Have that confidence to stay on and not just move on just like that. Sometimes when everybody is going one way, it takes courage to go the other way. And one of the qualities that you must imbibe as a leader is that of a courage, because sometimes you'll be called upon to decide and whether you stand for something or you fall for nothing. And that's where courage comes in. Because if you're not courageous for your people, then you will not be able to do anything. And you will be someone who will be buffeted by the wind all over the place. So courage is very important. Inspiration. Are you someone that when people see you, they know that they cannot only have trust in you, that they can die to be like you? And then to not say something that if you want to set a goal, you should set a big enough goal so that in the process of achieving that goal, you become somebody worth becoming. So ask yourself, are you inspiring? Are you even inspiring yourself? Are you inspiring the next generation? Do they look at you and they want to just be you, or be greater than you, or achieve those things that you have done? I have always said this, and I'm going to say to every one of us here, that if after 100 years, they do not remember what you did in office, they do not remember how you stood for Nigeria, they do not remember how you fought, then will your time in office really be worth it? We shouldn't just say, well, oh, I'm just better than the other person. Oh, I just provided. No, I just provided school. Nigeria, we should go beyond that. I want to see a Nigeria where we're fighting for the rights of animals. When people are coming out and saying, do not cut this tree, rather than fighting for people to be allowed to live. There are so many qualities, but I think let me not go too much and take over too much, because I tend to talk. People always say to me, I say it's a God-given grace. I can talk for Africa. For the next 12 hours without paper, I can talk. But if you tell me to write what I'm just saying, I can spend the next 10 hours. I've not done one page. Everyone has his own gift. The next thing I'm going to talk about is loyalty. Loyalty. You know, when I was in a certain party, my first political party, one of the things that I heard a lot from some people was that, Aisha, your loyalty will be tested. And I always say to them, my loyalty will not be tested because you all know I am honest. And that was for period. It didn't matter what it cost me. It didn't matter the opportunity I didn't get or whatever. I don't care. If I give my word, I stay with my word. Yeah. Even if it means that at the end of the day, I might lose my life or lose something that is precious to me. Because I believe my word is my bond. And no matter how tough the situation is, I will keep my word. And sometimes, they say, Aisha, you are too extreme. You are too extreme. Because I am one person who has always said, I do not do label. I am me. And I say it as it is. You will either love me or hate me, and either one is okay. So whatever label you give me, it's okay. And I know Nigeria will be okay. By the grace of God. Finish up now. Loyalty. Your loyalty will be questioned. Sometimes you are loyal, but still they will say to you, you might not, you may be not as loyal as you should be. Remember, for every one of us, there is a moral compass within us. And as long as you know that whatever you're doing, that before you and the Almighty God or whatever it is that believe in, you are doing the right thing, keep on doing it. Because for those who do not get it, they will go all around and they will come to a place and they will get you. They'll say, oh, so this was it. So I say to every one of us here, please be loyal. Not just loyal to the person, be loyal to the cause. Be loyal to Nigeria. Be loyal to the movement. Stand and say, if my loyalty is tested, where will I be? Will I be on those who stand for what is right? Or will I be on the side of those who chose stomach infrastructure? Or whatever infrastructure that they want to choose? Loyalty. And you know, sometimes loyalty is punished. Yeah. Sometimes, or most times, loyalty is punished. Because you stay on, it is sometimes seen as, oh, we have this one. And so I will say to every one of us here who are aspiring to be leaders, remember, as much as you expect loyalty from your followers, that loyalty up, there should also be loyalty down. For those who follow you, who stand by you, who are with you, be loyal to them. Have their back and say, no matter what, I can't let down those who believe in me. Loyalty is not a one-way channel, it's two-way channel. And if the people who believe in you, the people who follow you, the people who stand with you, know that you're loyal to them, guess what? They will give you everything. So in some moments, it might cost you some things. Not a surprise is there for everything. But at the end of the day, when you gain the trust of people, the passion of people, you gain everything that they have, they put it in you, you will be better off. I have said before, and I will say again, the 2027 election is going to be a war. And I didn't mix my words when I said that. There was no water in my mouth when I said that. We all are going to be fighting for the soul of Nigeria. And we all are going to be fighting for our lives. And let nobody think as we go onto this journey that it's going to be a walk in the park. No way. It's going to be a fight. And we must be ready to give it our all. We must be ready to say, no matter what, we stand and we fight. Like the houses we say, up and jump. Whatever will happen, let it be. I see people every time who are afraid. We have been turned to citizens who fear in our own country. They've turned us to slaves. We no longer are citizens. I want to say to every one of us here, as we march on to 2027, that we all are citizens. We are not slaves. And the office of citizen is the highest office in the land. And for those of us who will get opportunity, if God so wills, to be in office, we must never forget that indeed the office of the citizen is the highest office in the land. And whatever office that you occupy is the privilege that has been given to you from that office of the citizen. You do not betray them. Loyalty to the citizens is very important. A lot of people who thought 4 years ago that they were untouchable, today they are coming working among citizens, begging citizens. And by the time we get into campaigns, you will see more of them. All they needed to do was to be loyal to the citizens, and they would have had a walk in the park. So learn. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. But nobody ever says you have to experience it for you to learn from it. For those who have failed, learn from them. Since entering politics in January, One of the things, friends, I've also heard repeatedly being said to me is that, Aisha, you are an activist. You're just coming in. We've been doing politics for 30 years. Some have told me they've been doing politics for 40 years. And I always say to them, I also have experience of watching politicians fail Nigeria for 40 years. So if we sit at the table and we share the experiences that you have of running for office and I have of seeing those fail Nigeria, then we will come to a common ground that works all for Nigeria. I will soon round up, but I'm going to say something for our leaders that are here. Remember something, 2027 is going to be a war. It's not a war that money can win.
That's right.
It's not a war that it's money that will defeat you. Because I tell you, there are some people who have hijacked the purse of the nation and they have opened it and they are ready to spend it no matter how they want to spend it because they fear no repercussion. If you bring 1,000 naira down, they'll bring $1,000 down. They have borrowed, and borrowed again. They have borrowed the kind of money that the next 100 years probably our descendants will be paying those monies. And so what do we need? We cannot outspend them, but we can outpassion them. How do you outpassion those people who have taken over this country? Is by ensuring that the candidates that you feel are the candidates with competence, character, capacity, candidates that are courageous, candidates that have passion, candidates that will stand for Nigeria, candidates that are patriotic, candidates that have been there all this while, that have never left this country, that the people can see and relate to. It's not about the candidates that you feel the old politicians want to see. No.
Yeah.
So until we get to that place, and this is a direct message to my party, the Nigeria Democratic Congress, when you sit down and we do those primaries, let's give room for people with competence, character, capacity. Let's give room to young people. Let's give room to women. Let's give room to adult men. Let's give room to people living with disability. Let's give room to competence. Let's give room for people that will inspire the people on the street. As much as we say we want consensus, citizens should sit together and come together and pick a person, but it must not be the basis of how deep your pocket is, because the one we are going for is not about your pocket. The one we are going for is not about who you know. The one we are going for is about those that can inspire Nigeria, those that are on the strike, those that can stand and fight for our vote, those that can defend our vote, and those that will say, if the goal knows, we go on. And I say all this today with all sense of responsibility. If we do not have those people, the step where you see our principles, as much as we're fighting for our principles, our main principles, okay, Obi and Kwankwaso. The citizens that are there that cannot see up to them must also see Obis and Kwankwasos in their respective lives, so they can fight for them. This is not about money. This is not about the time that people who have fought Nigeria repeatedly decide to leave where they are and come into this place after we have received bullets, after we have been beaten so many times, after we have stood for Nigeria, and they come and they pick the big ticket just because they look like the old politics. The old politics will not win the election for us. It is the new politics that will win the election. Greater NPC members. Thank you.
When you say this woman, everybody say this woman. There is a song way back. It said, you can feel it. It's electric. That's it. Okay, we are going straight to the panel, to the interactive session. And please, we are going to actually narrow it down to our aspirants. So we are giving them preferential right of first refusal to ask questions. They are going to ask just anything. Now, even if you want to ask about the party national leader representative, Honorable Abdul Mumin is seated. You can ask him about the vision, you can ask him about the ideology. Then you can ask Dr. Sam Amadi just your questions, the aspirants. Now, ask your questions, target Dr. Sam Amadi first. So that he can go. He needs to hit another conference. Please. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. My national coordinator, my name is Baris Mukele Kiko. I'm pastor of the Aspirants. The last speaker, said it. My question goes to the parties, it's an question. I'm very good on what she has said. Because I know, as some of us, legal structure, some of us are consistent, talking about the visions and aspirations of our principle. Like she just said, she just committed the peace in her constituency to the EU. I know presently there's something going on. Before about money, the party should be meant to know that is the ticket of the party is not about money. People with credibility, people that will be consistent. When she was vibrating, she forgot to also to make a comment. She forgot to also let them know the number of times we had theaters. Particularly the last one we held, talking about the electoral act, talking about the electoral prescription of votes in this country. You know. So the question goes to the party. And the party, what are they doing to ensure that the money bags will not come around and throw money to the national officers of the party to hijack the candidacy of the various constituencies, particularly where probably the biggest members have so much contributed to the sources of destruction and have capacity. It's not about, we also have a problem with bigger members that have the capacity. It's not about money, all of us have money to invest in our election. What I'm saying is that we know how politics work in Nigeria. We know how politicians are spenders. And I know that majority of them are around the various constituencies. So what is the party doing to reject that temptation of banana peels to the members of the end of this of the party to hijack the candidacy at the various levels of aspiration? Thank you.
Okay. Please, before you give it to the next person, just like I said, Dr. Samuel is rushing out. Just maybe let's have a specific question for him. He's here now. But after taking this question, he will go. So, sir, your questions will be entertained. Okay, sir. Introduce yourself.
I'm Miracle, an aspirant from Akwa Ibom, CRPU, in the board of Naram, and constituency. I want to ask a very vital question. You know, sir, I listened to your speech. You spoke very well, very transparent. Before we had this crowd in NDC, some of us were like, I want to talk to them. I was in NDC. I woke up one day, I had a dream. So I moved to NDC. I never did anything about NDC. I called my friend and said, "Do you know any party called NDC?" He said, "Yes, there's a party called NDC." I googled it, and that day I went to the National Secretariat. I met just 2 or 3 persons. We talk, we discuss. My question goes like this. Since the invention of this new movement, most of us are when this movement have not come to this level, I've been ignored. My question is, what is the way forward? We can be transparent in picking the consensus candidate. Will it not be based on your financial pockets? And lastly, how are they monitoring the state chairman? Allow me to talk, please. We're coming from somewhere. How are they monitoring the state chairman? Some of our state chairmen have been bought over by their government. Some of the state chairmen have been bought over by some candidates. I'm not ready to fight my state chairman. I'm ready to see this speech today touch my heart. I'm ready to step down for any candidate that is capable and have the capacity. What we want is a new Nigeria. Sir, I'm ready to step down for any candidate that has the capacity through transparency to work and to win the election in my state. So I want to say lastly, I want you to address this issue of being bought over. Even then, I cannot even talk to my national secretary anymore. Before I call your speech, then the movement has not come. But now to talk to him is a problem. Sir, address it. Because for that address it, there will be a crack. There will be court cases. There will be legal litigation. God bless you, sir. Celebration.
Please give it to Daddy here with the Papansiga card. They want to direct the question to
The young man, please. There's no.
Sir, please. Your question should be straight to the point. Thank you, sir.
My name is Maz Inambi. Dr. Sir, as an experienced politician, as an administrator of competence. Sir, how do you think the NDC will do everything possible to ensure that those who were already in NDC will not feel left or abandoned, and those who are coming in with the obedient and the Congoso movement into NDC will not feel more important than those who were already here building? Giving the example of our Lord Jesus Christ, when he went about bringing in people to be part of building his father's house, some were aggrieved that, oh, how come you are watching the same thing you are giving to us, to these people who are just coming in now?
What was the answer?
How do you think the leadership of NDC will ensure that administratively they address the concerns of all members of the party? Thank you much.
That's right. I think it's a question. Well, I know you still know the question. No, my answer will answer that question. Look, on a serious note, this is a challenge. I'm not an experienced politician, but I'm an experienced human being. An experienced human being, I know there's always problem. I know that if you're able to if you're able to share you are taught in conflict management, that you should expand the pie. Then you might discover that someone who is fighting, two people are fighting over a bottle of coke. One wants the coke bottle, the other person wants the content. So you can ask them to drink the content and give this man the bottle. That we could seriously. Yesterday, I was everywhere because I was one of the states. Those are the states with the candidates. And I didn't want to meet them. What the president, what the chairman, what the secretary. I said, don't do anything. Because I will be on air and I will like to do it. I will show you it. If I make mistake, I will go to court or anything. Come to and successfully agreed that we should not. When you're in opposition, to our opposition, your responsibility is to do everything right. Because you have no friend in the court or in INEC. In a third world, institutions are captured. So you don't start winning the people by making errors or creating opportunity for them to be victim. Your first radicalism
is to keep your house money. Then you fight to collect your rights. Then you fight to organize a conspiracy against you. But if you first start create opportunity for sympathy for you, for help, where your enemy will not help you, you are not in good stability. So the first thing is that the party has to move in a way that does not get opportunity for them to not depend on INEC advising you, INEC will keep you to the advice. So that's the problem. So that's very people who are there, somebody who are against me, someone from my local government came to me and said, well, again, before this became, I said, how much? How much? I mean, much. To say, honestly, there should be no thing like old and new. In the recent, that's 2 months, that's 2 months. That's good. I'm not saying anyone should be neglected. Listen, it's always a difficulty for me close to election because people focus on nomination. And so the always something that the party is supposed to is the bits of party of nomination. In multiple parties, there are strategies who don't win election. There are people who always people, whether in America, Europe, all of you guys are all traveling there. You see people, the guys who took Obama to Axelrod. They are no longer in office. They are policy rules. They are guys who sit there and plot how government will. And not several electoral people. They never put themselves on the government. There are those who are party managers. They manage parties. They don't want to run election. They don't run election for 100 years. Their job is to manage. And like those who don't even know the party system, but they're going to run election. They are actually up and wrong because they are credible. Maybe they have the electoral map favors them. Every election has an electoral map, meaning that there are combinations of characters that can win the election. So this is what I will say to everybody. I know that I spoke. The biggest thing this party has, wait for it. They have two leaders who have shown real discipline. And they have Mr. Discipline, Senagi Discipline, who is a fantastic guy. He's committed, he's honest, he's focused, he's strong to fight, and he's guided by principle. I think they will sit and look at the candidates, like I said, and make the best decision around capability, not money. Capability is not money. If you are rich and you want to accept people, you have capacity. But when a mistake, the capacity means money. You do not have money, but you are a well-respected, light candidate, and you are capable. Capability might be based on something in a place. Maybe you guys have a social arrangement, and that's what is expected of voters. They ask you what you want because to other people in their tongue. That's capacity to do the election. So this idea of capacity is not about money. And by the way, money flows. You can't have more money than a ruling party. You can't organize violence than a ruling party. So they are victory. Not that this one I told them we need to do 23. You cannot win a ruling party without a candidate that are passionate for it. Because voting is a behavior. If people are not passionate, they can't risk to defend an opposition candidate. It's actually better to vote for the new candidate because it doesn't cost too much. Probably they give you money. But to vote and defend their vote as opposition, you always need candidates that people can be passionate about and say, this guy, why are you not coming? I'm not so come here. I didn't say because the people are passionate about them. So I think the party understands that they have to get candidates that people can rely on. You will everything because of people or because of purpose. You need to have that young girl in that federal constraints who is credible, who on this platform as additional support to lead the government. I think they will do that. What I ask of you is, please give them some space. Give them some space. Yesterday I was angry, I was shouting, I say, when I see that national secretary of China, what kind of nonsense? They give instruction just about the so some of these guys, they do. Some parties have a problem. Why? Because when they're coming there, they put offices are not really very good. Some of the opportunities they saw. And the life is at that place. If you ask them to step down, they will not step down. You have to manage them carefully. That's the bottom of a small party. Because people who got early, the people went first. They're not the best people. But again, so we need to develop patience, compassion, and humility to manage the people in office. Knowing that the ultimate goal is to pass this promotion stage without getting INEC or ABC or anybody sliding down. Pass this stage. Then when you get to the state of campaign, those who don't get in and have bigger offices, there are bigger. I don't know the story. When I was taking out
They ball inside me. You know that gets it. You can sit now. I'm gonna skip you. No, I did. Sit down, guys. You need to see.
transport. They didn't know the head of transport is not office. But because of personal relationship, that office became bigger than House of Assembly. People like they want to run for the head of transport. So the biggest prize in politics is not just be a senator, be the House of Reps, be an assembly. It can be something else that is far bigger than that. So don't fight. Do your best to win. If you don't win fairly, please accept the candidate. Don't forget that these party leaders, some of them are they are people who get names, but they are the same thing. Let's be wise in dealing with them. The fact that they are there today does not mean that they are committed to the vision. But you must carry everybody along and sell the storm. After the storm, we get back to building from Perusil. Thank you so much. I think I will leave this head. Okay, don't worry. After this, we will take from at least a woman. Then I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome somebody you would really love to hear from. So we have here the National Organizing Secretary of the Nigerian Democratic Congress Party, Honorable Umar Bessel. Let's celebrate this great man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're welcome. So, your questions. And we need some from here. We are taking from here. We'll take some from the middle, and some from the back. Thank you.
Good day, my leaders. Thank you very much for the great opportunity given to me. My name is Stephen Florence, State Coordinator of Advisory Member, Service Obedient, and Aspirants, Examples, Ishelo constituency. My question goes like this to my role model, Aisha. My question is there any inclusive plan for the women, youth, and ladies? Because most of us has been on the ground since years, tilling the ground, campaigning for good governance and all that. Is there any plan in each of the states, I mean, for all the women and the youth in question? Thank you very much.
Hold on. I'm going to call on the National Organizing Secretary. That's a party official should take that answer. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, all. Actually, the strategy plans with the women and youth. From 95 years to 18 years, there is 80% of students.
Don't go to us.
While the women also, this every woman is 50% discount. For the poor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, he's going to the middle of the back.
I came from the back. I came from the back. I came from the back. I came from the back.
Just one specifically, they are talking about the inclusiveness of the women. Is there a specific percentage that we are looking at?
For the consensus.
Actually, there's some percentage, 30% for the vote. In April, it's the 30% for the youth and the women to participate. This party is for the youth and the women. That's why in April, aspect, you hear service. Service to the youth, service to the women.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Party is 30% for women. Inclusiveness. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, class. I'm here. My name is Dr. Felix Osborne from Aspirants from Edo State House of Assembly. I'm from Edo constituency 2. Since I joined the NDC, I've been asking where's the constitution? From day one, I've not seen the constitution. I think we met the guy for please. Can we distribute the constitution of this party? Thank you very much. What's the question? The constitution of the party.
Constitution, if I come to the office, we will give the women advice on the aspirants.
NDC, NDC. My name is Honorable Architect Julius Ifeni Akwafuka, an aspirant, Delta Central District. I have a solution to this problem for the entire state of Nigeria, for peace to reign, in terms of to select a consensus candidate, including the women and the youth, for the entire party. One, as an experienced man who has been playing policy, who has joined all the political party, and now we are suffering. We have one solution. What I want to suggest is that, for example, each state has their own peculiar problem. And we say, okay, which is Obi and Kwakwaso, they are integrity people. Let each state, let the party form a committee, a serious committee for each state, including the Obedient and the Kwakwasia, for each state to sit down the round table, for each state, so that yes, if there is a time, to sit each table for each state to select the finalists within the party, to submit to the party for final as a consensus candidate. The national cannot do it alone without reaching the ground. Thank you and God bless.
Okay, please let's have some quiet. Please, let's have the woman that might us ask questions. Let's have some quiet, please.
Hello, everybody, my beautiful brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Yes, I want to thank everybody for the time here. It's important that we get something right. We're all organizing to make sure that we come out with a country that is great, a country that will be proud of, and truly be of service to our people. Now, we all know that we started this party 3 months ago, barely. 3 months ago, literally. And so what that means, we don't have time for all of what is and some of the constitution. They're looking to pay the money back.
Tell me the video.
And we don't need that. The money backs are here, but it's time to put an end to that.
I'm streaming live.
I am Honorable Dr. Mrs. Onome Gemma from the Delta Central Senatorial. I'm aspiring Delta Central Senatorial District. So we don't have time for all this. We know the real people. We just have to make sure we organize. We have people that have been speaking here. We know that there's a sure way to go. Let's trust each other. It's not about coming out to say what you think. We have a group already We have set things in place and we are going to move. Okay? So we're moving and we're sure to serve our people. Thank you very much.
Okay, please. What is your name? Huh?
What is the policy direction of NDC? And you should shape it and align it such that if you are coming out for Senate, if you are coming out for reps, if you are coming out for State House, we know that we are pushing a direction as a party. One of the things that led to the decline of the former party we used to drive this agenda was that when everyone got elected, nobody had a policy direction. We need to ask them, this is an aspirant summit, not a general summit. Most of the people inside this world will get elected. What are they going to do? What political parties should be a school of policy. Here we know that on this particular topic, this is what NDC wants.
Just
Say,
six.
for example,
So I want to
our candidates say on the matter of state police.
You may not.
There is an issue of tax reforms in this country. If you get elected as a House of Rep member, what is the stance of NDC on tax reforms? Aspirant summit, not a general summit. So most of the people inside this place will speak for the party and will speak for Nigerians. So what is the policy identity of this party? Thank you very much.
Okay, my dear brother, thank you so much. These are questions that will actually be addressed when we emerge eventually as candidates. Presently, I was
Thank you very much for this privilege. My name is Elia Yekokwache. I'm from Animal State, aspiring to present Nadegeli Mutual Federal Constituency. How I wish Professor here. The two speakers, Dr. Najima and Professor Madi, mentioned that INEC will not do as justice. Our party may present candidates and INEC will give a penalty against us, isn't it? And everything will crash. What is NDC going to do about this issue of INEC not giving us justice? That's my first question. Secondly, every community has its particularities about presenting candidates. I am sure all of us are here that NDC should win, isn't it? That is our aspiration, all of us. That is our prayers, that's why we are here, sir. I appeal to our leaders to look at the priorities of every community before presenting candidates so that there will not be recurrence outcome of either consensus or primaries as the case may be. Otherwise, we may not, there will be protest wars and it will not be happy for us. But I want our leaders to not these two projects that have mentioned. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Okay, just wait. Remember that we have a breakout session. My leader is going to talk on this right now. Can you guys listen to Dr. Sanko that we are pressing over?
Ladies and gentlemen, the major reason why we started is this kind of interaction, bringing out some of the mind, some of the things that we start in the mind. Remember, this is a really political party, and therefore, we don't ideas and things. The reason why we need to see the best and we feel and serve as but we want to share our thoughts with you. That's why we look at the 2000 very key. But this suggestion will help the party to develop ideas and policies that will help the party. So we don't say a bit of time. After we just some of the questions in one person, we move to the next one. We entertain our stuff. We also have knowledge. All these people will be documented. They will be taken and presented directly to the leadership of the party so that we can have some secretary. Thank you.
Thank you. Just calm down. Please, just calm down. So for now, just that one question that we asked. So we answered about things forward. How we say, please remember, the representative of His Excellency, Engineer and Agri Minister Purpose is seated. So that is likely to be a purpose is sitting here. So we are from him to listen and listen to us. So our I'm saying nothing. So these are things that we want to understand. So please, without the energy, it's the energy that will set on the international all of you are very. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And last question. Last question. Last question.
I net issue and particularities of every community when we are selecting candidates is there.
Thank you very much. Now, please, it is hard from a lot of everybody here who want to hear from Nadia Bukaya, who is a representative of the Syria movement. Please,
His Excellency, our national leader, His Excellency, His Excellency, His leader, distinguished leaders of the Nigerian Democratic Party, NDP, the vibrant and resilient communities, the disciplined and loyal officers, my name is Suraya Yusuf Saleh, chairperson of the National Compassia Bangladesh, and my speech title is Building a People's Security. Africa and the Obedience have found a common purpose. They are united not just by a desire for change, but by a shared belief that the greatest asset of any nation is not in oil, but in gold, or in people. We talk about human capital development. We are not talking about national service. We are talking about one friend of one man, His Excellency Senator Rabi Musa Pasuma. Some villages, minister, and entities long before the Red Star become a global symbol of revolution. Senator Rabi Musa Pasuma was already sowing the seed of a progress. Activities in 1992, he championed legislative framework that prioritized grassroots representation. As a minister of defense, he understood that a nation is as secure as the people are empowered. It focused on the welfare of rank and file, ensuring that those who protect us are themselves peers of. At the NDC, he brought his personal history and regional development, advocating for projects that directly impacted the livelihood of the people of the Niger Delta. Your Excellency, there are over 2,200 individuals whom you have lifted great heights through this process. People that I believe, even you in your community, may not have fully tallied. It was as the governor of Kano State. However, that the world has witnessed the compass of history. He did not just build roads, he built minds. Under his leadership, more than 3,000 sons and daughters of the Power, a common man, who have never dreamed of crossing a border, we are sponsored the top universities across the nation. We are sent to top universities across the country, such as India, UK, and beyond, to become pilots, doctors, academics, and engineers. Another 1,000 plus students were sponsored at different private Nigeria within. They are sponsored at different private universities across Nigeria, such as the American University of Nigeria. We produce free film at all levels and a school film program that brings enrollment.
Awesome.
We established a special institute to transform unemployed youth into skilled entrepreneurs, such as mechanics and technicians, which we not have enough time to list them all, but more than 5,000 youth individuals have benefited from this initiative. From Northwest University, various colleges, we ensure that if a child had the intellect, the state provided the means. As a senator, his voice was a constant drum for education and security. He did not simply sit in the idle chair. He used his influence to attract projects that empowered his constituency, proving that leadership is about service regardless of title. The Campus Development Foundation, the true test of a leader is how they do when they are out of power. When any politician disappear after office, Senator Campaso has remained steadfast. Through the Campus Development Foundation, we continue to a refuge for needy, providing that is meant to comment and that is a lifelong calling. One goal, one Nigerian to my fellow obedience. You guys characters and a proven track record. In Concourse, you have a partner who has demonstrated that the transition from the consumption to production begins with education. Your discipline and loyalty are the hinges of this movement. Together, we are telling Nigeria that we are all ready for the leadership that invests in the youth, care for the poor, and every child from Kano to Onitsha can dream and achieve. Long live the Pampasia, long live the obedient, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Okay, well, before we go into the breakout session, we are going to listen to Brother Stanley, and it's going to make a very important announcement.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Salim Susalihu. Initially, Kano State, what the Kano State Concourse Gladiator, but currently now I'm part of the National Concourse and National Gladiators. I stand before you all, my brothers and sisters, to make a special proposal since we are the two movements, one about system. So it means that we have to put it up on ourselves to start giving ourselves special tasks. Starting from now, I'm proposing on behalf of the
powerful security state in Delta State. We believe on unity. And because of that, Sapasia OK is a project of Togo. It's a project of Nigeria. Between me, my family, and the entire Christian of Togo, we voted the son of 2 million naira. And look at the transfer immediately.
Oh no, immediately catch.
Bambasia, Amana, NBC. My name is Chief Collins Ongama. I'm from Imo State. Applying for House of Representatives. I just sent 1 million naira to the account to support the reform of my boss, Senator Rabi Musa and our brother, Mr. Bidemi. Thank you very much. That is good. Come and do. Thank you.
My name is Awele Aidila Iwaka. I'm an aspirant contestant for Anyosho Shimini, Federal Constituency. I don't know how to talk too much. I have just transferred 1 million naira to the account in support of the motion.
Thank you. Another person? NDC service. Thank you, Nigeria is 100% possible. My name is Ajay Michael. I'm an aspirant from President State. Coming from the constituency, I will be directing a million naira on behalf of Abia and Yakob. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yunus Mohammed Salisi, known as YMSNOW. I'm a state assembly aspirant from Kaduna State. By special grace of God, we are here today to witness this great day. I'm a son of the house. I'm a son to His Excellency Peter Obi, and I'm a son to Congressman His Excellency Arabi Mustafa. So I'll be donating the sum of 500,000 to Peter Obi and sum of 500,000 to my father, Congressman, on behalf of the state people, our constituency. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
NDC. NDC. My names are Kennedy Handman, and I am from Delta North and United District, and I'm an aspirant contesting for Senate. I am donating the sum of 1 million naira on behalf of the people of my district, Delta North Senatorial District, and I've made the payment. I'm here now.
Thank you.
NDC. NDC.
Savings.
This is Barrister Uchenna Okon, LLM UK, on behalf of Obedient Movement. I've been obedient since 2021. I'm a diaspora obedient. We love you so much. So, on behalf of diaspora obedience, I will support you to be at with the sum of 1 million. I'm contesting under increase issues of federal consumption.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the Nigerian people speaking.
NDC. NDC. Compasia. Obedience.
Your Nigeria is possible.
My name is Ozamena Kelechi Livinus. I am representing the people of Ogu, Ojiriba, and Agiri Federal Constituency of Enugu State. And I stand here on their behalf to donate the sum of 1 million naira in support of this cause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
NDC, on behalf of
Barrister Charles Son, contesting for apartment and South Federal Constituency in Abia State. I make this donation of 500,000 in his behalf. Thank you, sir. Thank you. One by one, we'll call you the plan one by one.
NDC,
Service.
NDC.
Service.
My name is Prince Emmanuel Arakalundubo, and I'm the aspirant for African North State constituency in Abia State. I'm here representing the good people of Ebriba and Atoken Kingdom, the only community in Nigeria or Eastern Nigeria that had an obedient rally on a seat at home Monday in the last election. The good people of Ebriba, who I represent in Ohafia North, which constitutes of Ebriba and Nkoro, are strong fans of the obedient movement. We contributed a lot in the last election, and we are going to still do very much in this season. We are going to support this joint ticket of our father, Mr. P2B, and Mr. Rabiu Kwakwaso, with a sum of 1 million. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, can we have the line up? Can we have the line up and we come one by one?
I'm proud of the United States the union of the aspiring so much of
That's all just what I'm saying.
Don't be ashamed because one hand you have to give, not to stay down, left the one hand and go and leave the one hand. Don't take what they'll be forced to for you. You can take, you cannot pass it, then you don't deserve to push for the ladies. So please, on behalf of the Concasia of United States, me and my family, I am donating the sum of $600 to me. And here is my
Wait.
Thank you. This is the voice of the Nigerian people. NPC! NPC! Service!
So I'm happy to be here today. And I'm contesting for the House of Reps. I'm from Kimwe Zone, in Owerri, Kimwe South precisely. And on behalf of my people and my family, we are supporting the OK movement with a sum of 500,000.
Thank you.
NDC, my name is Mr. Mobadejo Emmanuel. On behalf of the people of Anpa, Omala, and another Federal constituency, and on behalf of my father, Mr. Aloysius Adejo, I donate this of 1 million to the government of the NDC.
NBC! Service! NBC! Service! Service! NBC.
Yes. My name is Aldo Aldo. I'm a certified public accountant, seasoned accountant from New York. We have made a resolution to come to Nigeria and help frame this new Nigeria that is possible. And on that note, I'll be contesting for the House of Representatives
representing Africa and the federal constituency. You want to show that common sense can come around the economy of Nigeria. And that's why I'm coming back to the first. To support the candidacy of His Excellency Peter Obi and His Excellency Radio so I will make it a local donation of 1 million. Thank you very much. And they say, thanks to the women, my name is Dr. Mike Bielani. I'm a good man from River State. I'm asking for the position of governor of River State. For this course, for this very global course, I'm donating with the sum of $2 million. Thank you. I think, Doctor, please take this announcement. Everybody who has made a donation, send a teller of the donation to this phone number on WhatsApp 0803 75 91 444. The number is being put on the screen 0803 75 91 444. The phone number is on the screen. The bank account is on the screen. Just send the teller of your deposit for transfer to that number on the screen. We are collating it and we are buying it from on Monday. Go ahead.
NDC. NDC.
Service.
NDC.
Service.
My name is Chinedu Amadi. I'm contesting for the House of Reps, Victoria Kebbi Federal Constituency. I'm the National Coordinator, Legends of PTOB. I'm the founder of the Nigerian Election Forums and the Grand Patron of the Village Movement. I donate on behalf of the group 500,000 naira to support this motion. Thank you.
Thank you. For information of everybody, the account number that we are using belongs to the treasurer of the obedient movement. It's verified. So that is not for process check. So the money is safe and we are paying on Monday. Continue.
Come on.
And Steve.
Yes.
And on behalf of my people, I make the donation of 1 million naira to okay food. Thank you. Next person. This is the voice of the Nigerian people speaking.
And the lady production. I am barrister Robert.
It's a one time the national legal affairs coordinator of CPO contesting for the Incho Federal constituency within the state. On behalf of my family, we are supporting this project with a sum of 1 million naira. Thank you. Next person. A new Nigeria is possible.
My name is Dr. Chili Okoye. I'm aspiring to select. I'm a person. I'm a founder of the Canopy the new Nigerian movement. On behalf of the Board Associations, I'm donating the sum of 1 million naira and a half. Let me transfer
Thank you. Please, for everybody who has made a donation or a promise, send that information to the WhatsApp number 0803 75 91 444. If the number is on the screen, send the information to that WhatsApp number. Either a deposit slip or the promise. Thank you very much, Chairman. The reason why Chairman is saying that is essential in the sixth day to the rest of my life, and I want to publish all the commitments of this policy. Whether it is over, whether it is short, we are going to publish it so that everybody in the whole table will see it. Thank you very much about this. And as you do it now, it's very, very important. Before we leave here, we must publish it for the sake of thank you. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. This is the Nigerian people speaking. But the fundraising was continuous. Also, that's supposed to be part of the program. We call it was. So, this is passing the national His Excellency is the party that's sustainability and that's to sustainability of Nigeria. And what I want to say here is we need to build a party around a system that has a reward for the members of the party. Not a situation whereby we spend money on contest election, they expect out, but when we are done, we buy power in the party. Because we are the one system, and now we must show even those that we spend down for everybody. But the party belongs to all, and anyone that emerges as a winner is just a mere trustee and not almighty. So we are being political parties, like I followed my leader for local party to here or to end this meeting. But as we had a lot of challenges where people win and they become almighty, and the party does not have time for them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. At this juncture, I want to recognize the presence of the National Secretary of NDC, Barrister Ikena, and is here. He's going to come and speak, but not right now. So for all you want questions concerning the party, the National Secretary, the administrative head of the party is here. So give your question and wait for him. Let's keep the donation coming. Please, let's just announce your name, what you are contesting for, and the amount that you are supporting, and we move. So that we can go back to the program. NBC service. Obedience. No Nigeria is possible. The reason I'm here is not because of contesting election. However, my name is Andrew Bekasi. I'm from Obama. And I'm running for the House of Representatives. Is it my chat? No, that's fine. The reason I'm running was what happened in the last election. I called in here and I was told that a glitch happened. This time around, I'm running to make sure that we get a glitch. That's why I'm here. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am giving this number of $2 million. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next person, quickly, please.
NTC service. NTC service.
NTC service.
My name is Mr. Ivo Yobo. I'm from Delta State. I'm contesting for House of Representatives of Federal Constituency, which is Ope, Sapele, and Ule. I'm collecting a sum of $1 million to the UK government. NTC
service. Thank you. Next person. NTC service. Thank you. Thank you. Are we on? Anybody still in the house? Okay. Quickly. Please, quickly. We don't have time. We have to cut this. Transfer the account number is on the screen.
Hello. My name is Barrister James Guerrero. I'm from Isoko Federal Constituency in Delta State. And I'm a platform sum of 50,000 naira to support the government.
Thank you.
My name is Comrade Aloy Ozomachi. I want this thing about a federal constituency experience. I think I can do it without a million naira.
Thank you. Okay, I'm still willing to close at this point.
I am Comrade Emmanuel Njoko, standing here to represent my people at Federal House of Rep on the federal constituency. I am supporting the vote tonight the sum of 150,000 naira to be transferred immediately. Thank you.
NDC service. My name is Enenche Alan Williams. I am representing the good people of Akron, Obalindo, and of Boston Federal Constituency, Benue State. I want to support this great vision with the sum of 300,000 naira. Thank you.
NDC service to the people. So I'd like to confirm on behalf of the good people of Akron, Obala, and Federal Constituency, we just received that we repeat our commitment to the party. We are loyal participants, and we look forward to things ahead for Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the 1 million. Okay. At this point,
NDC
service.
obedient movement. Pampasia Amana. My name is Samuel Chukwudi. I am an aspirant for the two people of Uti and Besiago Federal Constituency in Enugu State. Without wasting much time, I am supporting the project with a sum of 300,000, which has already been donated. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
NDC
Service.
NDC
Service. My name is Dr. TJ. Dr. Thomas. I represent the people of Uganda. And the Constituency of Boston. I have made some donations, but in front of everybody, I want to know the sum of 500. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, everybody remember, say you are tenant. We want to put this together right now to know how much we have raised. Say you are deposit slip to the phone number, the WhatsApp number 0803-7591-444. I'm going to bring the back one now. So when we come back for part 2, we will announce the amount that we have raised. Please send your deposit slip or your transfer to that WhatsApp number. Send the money to the account number. Send the receipt to the WhatsApp number. We are putting that all together right now, and we will come back to announce. This is the Nigerian people speaking to the party, buying and sending the form for Mr. Bigobin and Engineer Pharmacy, and we want them to go and represent the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At this point, I want to hand over to the MC to go to part 2. Thank you, thank you. Keep the money flowing, keep the money flowing. A party name, okay, brothers, Aspirants. You know, we have a lot of questions today, and we wanted the official party position. And the administrative life of this party, National Secretary of NDC, come and address us now. Feel free to ask questions.
All right. Before we bring it in, please, ladies and gentlemen, we need to clear this front and go back to our seats. Everybody needs to sit down right now. We need to go back to our seats. If you are donating, please donate and stay there. The account is on the screen. You can pick it from wherever you are and make a donation. The account is on the screen. Please click it and make a donation. Thank you very much. We need to get back to the program. Yes, no, we'll come back to it. Please make donation and let's go back. Please, you can make donation, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. We need to settle down. We still have our leaders in the house. We have our father, who are in the house. We have the national secretary of our gay party in the house. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to other leaders. Thank you very much. We appreciate you and we really. Hello, sir. Hello? Hello, sir, please. All right. Before calling our national secretary to come up, please, ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome a number of our all right, so we have a couple of our leaders in the house, and we're just going to recognize a couple of them before we go back to to the program. Okay. All right. Yes. So first on the list, we have our leader. We have our leader who is representing His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi in the house. Please join me to welcome and appreciate our other chief, Peter. Amen. Please put your hands together for him. And of course, a co-representative for again our principal is also in the house, and is none other than one of our leaders who is. We also have co-representative Alhaji Ibrahim in the house. So it's pretty nice together for him. Alhaji Ibrahim, please stand up for recognition. Let us see. Okay, thank you so much. We also have in the house one of our speakers in the house, who we all know, who was a candidate at the last election in Abuja here, Ama. Please join us to represent and celebrate Dr. Moses Paul in the house. Please put your hands together for him right there. Dr. Paul is right there. And of course, to also celebrate one of our leaders in the house, who is none other than our mommy, Princess Ada Ogu, a senatorial aspirant in Enugu East. Please put your hands together for her. Please stand up, let us see how beautiful you are, ma. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. We'll also, yes, and right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the reasons why we're here today. A lot of people have been asking questions as regards the party, as regards nomination, as regards a whole lot of things, as regards our dear party, the Nigerian Democratic Congress, and we have tried to bring our number one secretary in the whole nation from the party to this place today. So, ladies and gentlemen, you will join me as we bring forward to the podium our national secretary in person of Chief Ikenna Barrister, Chief Barrister Ikenna Morgan. Please put your hands together for him as he addresses us and then I take questions afterwards. Thank you, sir. NBC.
I consider myself privileged to be here. Because I didn't really know about this. I didn't really know about this. But I got rid of it anyway. Meeting.
I'm having it.
I should find this person here. But because, like I said, so I stand in with the past. I press low on and I press the face. Press the front of the ground. I get it's having clear mind to put this together. It's not always aspirants. You see, it's good by putting themselves together to one platform and to want to what I guess we do when I hear in support of driver of the school of the manufacturing education and everyone will have each and every one of them. Each and every one of them has to do some one of the school. Each and every one NBC as a party is at the only party in Nigeria today that we can say that it is well to solid health images. NBC as a community is the fastest growing political party, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa. And that is because of all of you here put together. So, NBC will not know this. The reason why parties are formed, serious minded parties, is to win elections. If you don't win elections, you are an NGO, you're not a political party. And NBC will not just to win elections. NBC desires to form the next government of those people. And I want to recognize that the Pampers, the obedient movement, the Pampers here, and every individual group that is not part of what we are doing with NDC will all contribute to making this happen. Every part that wants its audience relies heavily on its aspirants, its candidates, to drive its message, its ideology in the grassroots, and to convince the people to vote for it in the elections. I want to thank you for what you're doing. I want to recognize the fact that the obedient movement is a movement. Pampers here is a movement. But NBC is a party. And it's a party that has several groups, several organizations working together with it to achieve the desired objective. And so while you want to work with, while we are working with the immediate movement, while we are working with the Council of Congress here and every other movement, I want to approach you to recognize the fact that we are a party here with members interest groups. And all these interest groups will be harmonized together in development elections. There are one or two things I need to say. A lot of people have come to me in the last couple of days. Some have brought funds, some I get to buy. And some of them who I get to buy, I say, oh, they are scared of buying forms because we have been told that we have a group of people across the country that are preparing a special list of people we want to make candidates. Please take it from me. There is no such list. There's absolutely no such list. What we intend to do as a party is to conduct a free and fair process that will produce candidates that are acceptable to every member of the party and that can win elections, which is the ultimate. I can assure you that our processes will be transparent. We will not have a select list of people that are selected as candidates of this party before now. Our candidates will emerge when our primaries are conducted. Without a contested primary or by affirmation after we have reached a consensus. So please abuse your minds from any sort of situation. It's not true. In politics, there is actually a lot of propaganda. And people who push this propaganda have an agenda. And most of those agendas is to meet their own selfish ends, their own purpose. They will not always drive the vision or the objective of the party. So I can tell you here and now that I'm no specialist. Everybody who has bought our form will go through a fair process to be set so that we can select candidates that can win elections for us. I don't know if I'm myself. When we advertise timetables for primaries, we declared an affirmative action for women and for the disabled. We said that our women will pay only 50% of the price of the funds, while the disabled will pay only 25%. Yesterday, I received another release. Starting to put the affirmative action to use. Every aspirant aged between 18 and 35 will pay 50% of the advertised price of all our funds. This is the youth. The youth an opportunity to aspire to be this country and not allow money to be a gain to their aspiration. So please, try. We can have to pay 25% of money funds. So I said that to the elections. But it's 50%. So for the house myself, from it's not a person of interest for the payment for 500 it's the next one. Those that are paid, if you are here,
The place you stop, sorry.
if you are here,
The place you stop.
after the and you have to buy the form, you extend your rebates. You understand? And whatever you have to pay less.
My
Only that is fair.
right there.
I want to adjust. I want to adjust. Like I said earlier, we will try to make this process as fair and as transparent as possible. Not appeal. It will take all of us working together to win the election. I want to believe that every one of us that is here is not just here because you want to win elections. You're here because you want to support the to win elections. If at the end of the day, you do not emerge in our congresses and you decide to leave the party, it will not make sense. because head of tail, only one candidate in the marriage. In every constituency, we have to define these things at the end of the day. Then, Abuja, for instance, for the Amagwari federal constituency, we really have over 20 aspirants, and only one can manage. Only one can manage. So I want to appeal, when this process is over, please remain support what we are doing. So at the end of the day, we win the elections. The most important thing. Our vision is to take our people away from the kind of governance we are going through today. Everybody that is in this country is still to put up pace of the kind of governance that is going on. And it behoves of each and every one of us to contribute towards bringing that change that we all need in this country. So, and with that, I want to say thank you for having me at the same time. You can ask questions now, but I still. I was like that people are very serious answer. You have to understand for you. Thank you. You started the slide for some dependent aspects. I've called to you and some other party officials. You said that there's a risk supplementing and that you have thought us, members of the national solutions. I think it makes you. So, so many people circulated. But so from the communication made by the party which is home. Special person for the space of investment by the compensation with federal consequences and by the social distinction.
But I never do stop. That is still. And they don't give me on, just like colleague. I don't know why it's like that.
Of the publication, yes. And that those that have paid the 10 million have secured the ticket. It's also funny. It's cool. So, also, they have to have to make that. I think. So, it's not nice to family. I can't even. Perfect. There is such separate money that are being paid, and the most people are assured that their targets are secure. Some of us have been talking about democracy, talking about government, talking about to start with, guys, to carry. And the source is not going to be officers. And I'm checking out full evidence as to why that money is being paid. And I'm not going to do corruption. Hold on. That money is being paid is bank account that belongs to the party. If anybody gives you an ask, if you are asked by anybody to pay money into a bank account, into an account that is not the bank account of the party, nobody's got any lists. The party needs funds to go. And we ask for donations in accordance with Article 17042 of our Constitution. Our Constitution says, if you don't have a copy, you have to have a soft copy, we're still trying to print out hard copies. It says in Article 17.4, someone says that the party has a right to pass aspirants aspiring to party offices to make contributions to the development of the party. That is section 1 of Article 17.4. Section 2 says that the party has the right to ask aspirants running for political offices to make contributions to the party. On a serious note, let me tell you this.
So I want to take 10 million naira to the party. Sincerely speaking, you have to pass for an election. One of the things we aim to do is to ensure that we are able to present candidates that will win elections. And one of the things we need to win elections everywhere in the world is funds. We don't have money bags in this party. And our vision is not to have a one-man money bag that is running the whole party, so that we do not become another. For that of you who should know, we have had situations in this country where one individual that knows everything that goes wrong in the party. And when that happens, it is just natural for the person paying the pipe party to take the two. So we have asked support the party. Something. When you come, I want to say this. My president was like this, and this is not saying that. Like I say, we are supposed to pay. We are collected the funds back from you. The funds are very long used. And then we start spending on money. But I want to tell you this: keep your funds. Don't put all the funds and pictures, everything you want to show us inside your phone, and come with it for school. Because when you go for school, we take the form for you. To prevent the situation where we might take your form and for any reason displace it before you see it. Just like you put it. So you come to the school with everything you have inside your form, and we'll take them for free at the venue of the screen. I don't think that is understood. Now, if we look at our guidelines, we said that we will judge you based on your contributions to the growth of the party. And these contributions are in diverse forms. As I talk to you, there are giving us offices in their states, offices in their local governments, people paying towards our national convention, people are paying for one thing or the other. These are all signs that one, you have capacity, two, you love the party, three, you want to support the party. And if you don't support us, how do we support you? We don't have anybody controlling us. So please, it's not mandated. The constitution says you have the right to take it. We are not taking it from you or through the back door. You're going to an account that belongs to the party. There will be audited for which accounts will be given. So please, it is not for blocking any position. I have told you, our candidates will be put in free and fair process.
Hello, good afternoon. I didn't what's your name about? Yeah, that's not the goal of the why I wanted to talk is I wanted to make a little more things actually also
Minimize the mass.
So that at least next time we are here, so that people regarding the question, I wanted to sympathize. We are now and there is an identity. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is 16 and they are
I mean, what's in my sick? It is really trauma and tension.
I didn't be able to have that having space in final space.
First of all, obedience.
So, can you say minimize the little?
And the candidates we will sponsor will be NPC candidates, neither obedient candidates or conventional candidates. I don't even make myself. The process of becoming a candidate, you go and buy a form, expression of interest, and then screening. Since after the screening, you pay qualified, you go for primaries. When you are selected, when you meet the primaries, you become a candidate. We don't do our purchase of forms
or screening on the basis of whether your background is here or opinions. Thank you.
National Secretary, thank you so much for being here. So I appreciate you. And some of the clarifications you're making now, even though I'd like to clarify further on this support party. If 10 million naira that you have mentioned, and everybody has been talking about it, the first time I called to join the for membership, to get access to the party, I was told about that figure. So you can lock down the ticket, you pay a certain amount of money. And I'm sure that other aspirants will have tried this same thing. It's important, sir, that yes, the party needs money, and we will support this party. It's important that getting the party ticket cannot be said to be about who paid what amount of money. I just do that. We are coming with a new Nigeria solidarity. So if we are talking about monetizing the ticket of the party, I don't think the party is presenting itself as different from other people. We support the party, even though we don't have a copy of the constitution, and I thought that at the time we got the expression of interest on one of the things that we should have been given. And that very
Just last time was that man show. What did you say?
so we get abreast of what is the content of the constitution of our party. So the constitution to everything possible to please give aspirants who have purchased expressed who have gotten expression of interest from the constitution of the party. So we understand and work because we believe that aspirants stop this attempt to intimidate other aspirants because you say you have money. It's really about money. We want to win election, and you have said it here over and over again. So please, sir, we want that you state clearly here that I have not locked down any support because I have paid them long now. So I want to hear you say it over and over again. So that this information will stop. Thank you, sir.
I will answer this question. Why? I will tell you why. Why? Over the day. What I expected was the vision. That was how the idea was education. So first of all, I will not respond to the comments. Let's not say it the template. That our process of the activities will be to a very transparent process. I will involve people being elected as the management in our constitution. It's something have you ever picked a party in Nigeria where the first will pay the first government form and give you a copy of the constitution? After just the elections. We are not something with them. We are not something with them. So let's not come here wow. And I'm sure you are not getting on this too. Like this box, objective.
Why do you say 10 million?
Question is coming. Sorry. Sorry. I should be speak for His Excellency, soon, as soon as Quickly.
Okay, sorry, let me just chip in something. I already have the microphone, let me chip in something. Okay.
To buy the nomination ticket for obese urban school. We have realized 20.5 million so far. 20.5 million so far. So if you know that we have ended and we have not sent it down or down so now, first came out and we recently go to making that purchase. If you use the party constitution, you can send to this constitution to this number, this phone number on the screen, flags, some of the people will send to them. And you have been treated and also sent so at this point, I'm going to call on the representative of our national leader and His Excellency Teacher Obi, High Chief Amen. So, this great man has become so. This is becoming so followed by Yasiwaju Oshuchitu, the national coordinator of the Competence National Network, to also give his address on behalf of His Excellency Engineer Rabi Papansu. Over to you, sir. Good afternoon, fellow aspirants. Good afternoon, fellow aspirants. If you are here to contest, I know we heard my name, I think it's first is engaged and not have areas of responsibility am I confirmed from kindness. I think a lot of you that are excited. The man who has loyalty to surround this country has committed his life for this country to work. Unfortunately, in some way, doing something different, something wonderful, and something that can fix this movement. So, all distinguished friends that are here, let me start on already established protocol. The message to us and contesting for elected position in Nigeria. Dear aspirants, congratulations on stepping forward to serve our nation in a country as diverse, vibrant, full of potential as Nigeria. Choosing to run for elective office is an act of courage and patriotism. Those contesting into a sound positioning yourself at a critical moment in our democratic journey. Live with purpose and integrity. Nigeria does not need more politics, we need more statesmen. And women who prioritize the public over personal gain and personal greed. As you campaign, reach your vision, reality, understand the pains of ordinary Nigerians, insecurity, unemployment, inflation, poor infrastructure, and limited access to quality healthcare. Offer practical, measurable solutions rather than empty promises. We have today 7,000 pastors. I went to public school. The public school are abandoned. Even the average children of this country want to look for no matter how bad the private school is to put their children. And if you want to know what the principle of segregation is, when the rich and the bad, the poor never meet them. Now the rich and the poor never meet them. When the school, the children are going to parents were government. Because they never but today they don't regular because the school system has been corrupt. The government does not put money. You look at the population of poverty today, it's about
So you are the future of tomorrow, and the future that is going to be entrusted to you. By the end this year, not the future of greed, or future of selfishness that if you are elected, the first thing you need to think about yourself to become for the platform that gave you vote. You are going to be contesting against major parties, PDP and APC. And eventually you defeat them. Your constituents trust you with the electoral mandate and give you vote. Then you, in the middle of the match, you steal that mandate and give to people, let's struggle to defeat. This is a bit of trust, and you should not break those trust because the only way we can sustain the democracy is if we sustain the principle of electoral democracy. Thank you very much. Service to the people. NBC. Service to the women. Service to the children. Service to Southeast. Service to Northeast. Service to Northwest. Service to North Central. Service to South. Service to Southwest. Service to Nigeria.
Just before I call on the representative of His Excellency, His Excellency Council, I am going to take some donations. I know some of our people came here really saw the level we've gone to. So please kind of come on my hand. Thank you. You know, want to bring the
I'm here to represent my elder brother, Derek Osuniari. He's a gubernatorial aspirant for Rivers State, and he's supporting with 1 million naira. Thank you.
Thank you. Is that the president coming? Is that the president coming? Okay, trying to get to me. Yes, welcome. I don't know the money is Thank you, sir.
Obedience. Nigeria is possible. NBC. Coming
Worldwide. I'm representing my best leader here today. I'm thinking of your life, former governor of let me introduce little about Compostilla before I think ahead. Everybody can see clearly the symbol of Compostilla here, where it comes from, and what we move with at every step. When you see the Compostilla man, you can see the red card symbol is always for struggle. The time of struggle is the symbol of the red cap, the red color you are seeing. Next is the white color you are seeing, that we always belong to this struggle, that at the end we pray for peace and success. This is the symbol of the white color. And you can see again, the black is there, belongs to the black place. That is when you see us moving with Compostilla movement, some people it belongs to represent the black race. Let me tell you one thing.
Senator Rabi Musafir also his spirit is with us. This is always what he wants most. This is what always we respect most. To connect with the grassroots. If you know Senator Rabi Musafir so very well, you see many leaders call him he's too arrogant, he doesn't belong too much to people up there. But the ideology belongs to the Busia movement that makes most of us here across the nation still remain in this group. It's just because of one thing, the genuinity behind the ideology of the Busia movement and the ideology and the genuinity of our principal, Senator Rabi Musafir. I joined the Busia movement in year 2014. And since I joined, there are some things that happens to every human. I want to live for one reason, I want to remain for one reason. The genuinity of ideology, I never dreamt one day of saying I will leave the movement. Because of what? Why do we all gather in this room today? I believe it's because of one thing. The future of this country. I used to have some challenges, especially from my friends outside of Nigeria. They will ask me, do you have future? Do you believe in the future of your country, Nigeria? It used to give me a great fear. But at the end of the day, I have that confidence of giving them the answer that by the grace of God, I believe in the future of Nigeria. Our principal, Senator Rabi Musafir also, we have direct connection with him. All the followers, even if you sell tomato in the market, or you sell coconut, you eat together with me. He always tells us one thing, that gave us this great energy to continue to belong to the struggle of our great nation. He said, hold it or leave it. There is something we always call that one day that impunity started. One day, one day, the people will come together and say it is time. Because believe that these people that are called, we are calling ourselves leaders. That is why I respect him most. He is part of these leaders of this great country. But his antecedents make us stay very strong by Senator Rabi Musafir. Because he believes one day it comes to an end that we take you people for granted. It can never continue like this. He practices it, demonstrated, and that is why you can see today he can gain these millions of organic followers because of what? The genuinity about Senator Rabi Musafir also have these millions of followers across the globe that belongs to the Busia movement today. So, the candidates and the aspirants here today, I will plead to us. It's one of the major things that make us gather here. I could remember some years back about the future of my country. I slept overnight. I have a lot of people I deal with during the business time, the office time. I remember I was employed into civil service in 1995 during the Apache regime, which was the work I did for 21 years before I voluntarily retired.
I retired because I was a government auditor. And the trained auditor, you will see the secret of 10 naira of the public fund allocated to take care of the people of your country. This is where you will see the breakdown of the salary of the civil servants. What makes up the salaries and the allowances? When you see the same government regulates electricity under the utility bill of the civil servant, you will find that the electricity to the civil servant is 5,000 naira. And the regulatory body of the country, we make it that even at the end of the month, the utility bill that will come to you from only electricity may be even up to 30,000 naira. Now, where are we getting it wrong? It's because we do not have the committed leaders or leaders that understand the job. I plead for our aspirants that we should know what they are coming to do is to represent the people of Nigeria and to correct where have we been getting it wrong. To understand that when Nigeria, when we were young, I spent half cover and one cover for primary school. And we have, when we grew up, that our one naira was equivalent to pounds, even having value more than dollars then. The same Nigeria made us to say, I resign and I will go and join the public to make sure we fight to see how can we rescue the nation. That was what I identified from Sia movement ideology. Nigeria must be a place that we must have genuine leaders, that we understand. When we went in primary school, we never knew our parents, even in charge of our parents. I remember we usually go to the government dispensary to say that we feel headache, to tell them the doctors in our contacts where we were when we lived. I remember when I played football, I won't the only thing my parents see in my house is the sea bandage on my hand. That's where I look coming from. I never see my parents that they are responsible for my health. How can we realize? I don't make example with another country. I make example of the same Nigeria as being a greater place for all of us. The white people that designed the administrative of Nigeria, it was well defined and we started and practiced it well. Where do we start getting it wrong? You aspirant, you have to work very hard, flashback to identify since when and why and what can we do to rescue our nation. I have a lot to say, but it doesn't take our time. We still have to organize more and more of this type of group. Thank you very much, great Nigerians. NDC! NDC! Service to the nation!
Thank you, Asiwaju. Thank you so much. Thank you, keep your donations coming in and send back. Keep your donations coming in and send. Okay, just before we conclude, we are going to go into our breakout sessions, and that's going to be okay, donations. Thank you.
Oh my God, not the best something.
NDC, NDC, NDC. My name is Obuka Anthony Utasani. We must take this in support of the growth of the party and what we are doing here. I'll make a total sum of 3 million naira. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That's significant. That's actually significant. Any other person? Okay. Does anybody next one to make up about 2 million? Okay, let's go into our breakout sessions. For those of us here, let's take this aisle to this. That ends at one. That's one breakout session. Then from this aisle down to this way, another breakout session. Let's brainstorm. Let's look at the peculiar challenges and some of the issues and tissues that we raise. And let's profile solutions and come up with resolution that we can send to the party for that can come back to this policy. I hope you do understand. Breakout sessions. So from this eye to this page, the breakout session starts. Then you come with your resolution, you send one representative down. Now, we have yes, sir. 2 breakout sessions. Then from this time to this place, you can give us coordinators that will help us go around and look at resolutions after a brainstorming session. You can give us a robust synthesis of what you have agreed on. You send people from this time down this way. So very simple. So let's get 2 persons from this section to moderate the activities here, and 2 persons from this section to moderate activities that go in this breakout session. Okay, you can leave that. Thank you. So, you know, the part of
All right. We have the 2 groups that are working. We are networking right now. This is a very important part of this our summit. Please join the conversation because at the end of it, we are going to come out with our community and will submit as our resolution from this summit. And that is why we call it a summit. We must have a resolution and we submitted to the party leadership and of course our different leaders.
Can we come closer from this end?
Please, can we
His Excellency with a picture of him and His Excellency and the Iraqi will come also and we would like to make sure that this is done effectively and efficiently. Last 19th, DJ, we can do that soft music to just
Wait.
please make the music loud. Also, yes, also, if you still want to donate,
Can we take a position?
please, our screen people, please do not if you still want to donate, the form from our please do that now. We will be on the screen. Thank you very much. We'll come back in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Issue of the bill for the party to raise money. Party needs money. But is it for us to be levied a particular amount?